Praise for Scotland as renewables meet 97% of 2020 electricity demand.
Here's a summary of the article.
Nearly 100% of Scotland's electricity demand was generated from renewables last year, new figures have revealed. Through 2020, 97.4% of demand came from renewable sources, up on 90.1% the previous year, according to Scottish Government data. Scottish Renewables says output has now tripled over 10 years, with the nation now generating enough power for the equivalent of 7 million households. The next step is for renewables to play a larger role across the board, with ministers hoping they will account for half of energy demand across heat, electricity and transport too. She commented, "Not only do renewables reduce the impact of our electricity use on the climate, they are also generating jobs and income for communities around the country. As one of the nations which helped to create the industrial age, we want this year to help lead the world into the net zero age," she said at the Scottish Renewables online conference. "I expect Scotland will continue to make big strides towards our net zero goal. I know the renewables sector will be an indispensable partner as we work towards that," she said.
This post received a score of 34,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Insane number. More details. Scotland plus energy plus statistics plus Q4 plus 2020.pdf. www.gov. Scott. Offshore wind is still taking off. Hydro shows what it does best and onshore has clearly had a massive impact in recent years. Worth noting demand is significantly down, COVID-related one suspects, but still an enormous effort with both Scottish Government and UK government policies having an impact.
Overall renewable energy target. Total Scottish energy consumption from renewables 24%. Renewable electricity target. Gross electricity consumption from renewables 97.4%. They are producing 97.4% of what they need with renewables but only using 24% of what they use from renewables to power their grid. Edit. As others have pointed out, this report is an energy report, and not an electric grid report. I went looking for more of an understanding of their electric usage. The closest I could find was this report from 2019, but I feel like it's missing a lot of information.
It's saying that 97% of their electricity came from renewables, but not all of their energy usage is electricity. They also use energy used to heat buildings, fuel cars and trucks, etc. Scotland, and the British Isles in general, does have the advantage of being rather windy as shown here when compared to a lot of places, however this is still a fantastic achievement. Just shows what happens when you have the right incentives, and people stop caring about unsightly wind turbines, an actual excuse in the UK. More of this please.
I think they look amazing. My hometown has a large offshore wind farm visible from the beach and I've seen it grow from a handful to hundreds. Every time I go back I'm struck by how futuristic it makes my shitty little pit town look.
Same, I love them.
But you'll never reach the point where renewables will make up the majority of energy production. People with money tied up in coal and oil, the ignorant and uneducated.
When those statements come from the rich who profit from oil, I interpret it as a challenge, not a statement of fact or opinion. Sort of like a cartoon villain yelling, "You'll never catch me."
It will help when the total energy consumption also goes down, which is where we should be headed.
Surely it's going to go way up as EVs take over?
Depends how that energy is generated. A single petrol engine is way less efficient than a giant solar farm or even a coal plant, so if just looking at pure energy consumption, EVs are more efficient, since all that gas saved could technically be used to generate power.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.